Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Mia Rolando Signature and I hope you're having an amazing day. In this video I'll talk about how to lead with anxiety and how to reduce it the maximum that we can. There was a moment in my life where I was living with full anxiety, like every single day. I had no stop. And the worst part is that in that moment I didn't have anybody to talk about this theme, to help me live with this, to help me go through this healing journey that I needed in the moment. So I had to live with it completely alone. I had anybody to talk to me. I was surrounded by a lot of beautiful people, but they didn't know how to live with that. Or maybe they were leading with anxiety, they were suffering, and they didn't know how to stop that. That was real too. So that was valid. And when you had to face these type of things completely alone, because you learned, you searched, you do your research because you learn, you do your research by your own because you want to solve this problem because you're always suffering from the same thing. And I didn't want that. Like, I had it for years, but finally got I got tired. I got tired. And when you get tired, you find solutions. You're not there like just waiting for some solution to come to your head like magic. You go and solve things. So I did my research, I did exercises, I started doing exercise, I started new hobbies. And I don't want to give you toxic positivity or fake advice. I want you to understand that I'm being real and I am talking about something really important to me. So I always lived in my head, and that was the foundation of my anxiety. I was always trying to live everything that I can live in real life, but in my head. So I can control everything that happens. Okay, if someone gets near me and tries to talk to me, I would answer this, or I would ask this, or how should I answer, or how should I ask to look like this? So instead of living, I was being robotical. I was feeling like I was a computer, so I have to be perfect. I was ChatGPT, guys, and I was all the time overthinking. When I was surrounded by a lot of people that I didn't know, because when you're with people that are your friends, your family, it is more common, at least me, it is more common to feel more comfortable, to feel more your anxiety under control, because everything is under control when you are with people that love you and protect you. But when you're out there into real life, you are unprotected because you need to start protecting yourself. And when I went out to life and I was in school or I was surrounded by people, like I told you, people that I didn't know, I was always having this feeling of lack of breath, of my heart was throbbing really fast in those moments. And it was really scary to me. Like facing those moments, it was so difficult. Like I didn't want to get out of my house. I wanted to stay there all day because I didn't want to face those things. So I was living in my comfort zone. I was trying to control every single thing that I can. The thing that made me understand, and I try to remind me that every single day, it was that I was living most of the time in my head. Like, if the day has 24 hours, I was living 23 hours in my head and 1 hour maybe out there. Even though I was out there, my head was my comfort zone. And even though I wanted to do a lot of things, I love to dance, I love to creating videos, I love to talk to people. I am really sociable, even though if you see me out there in the street or something, my head, my face, it is always straight like this. So maybe you can feel that I'm not really that sociable or antisocial, but I am not. I'm really sociable. And I'm really caring, and I am always in my feelings. And that's something that I couldn't show to people, that face of mine, that part of me that it was always hidden. So when you live always in your head, you're not able to live real life in your most authentic self. You're always trying to live how people want you to live. So in those moments, you understand that you're not happy. So I got tired of not being happy because of me, because people are not going to change for you. If you want something to change, you have to change yourself. And I understood that in the perfect moment. The phrase that I repeat every single day, it is, I stop being worried about my life and I start taking action about it. After you understand this, your life is going to change. Like, there's no way your life not changing if you understand that. So I'm going to talk about things that I personally did to reduce the maximum that I could anxiety. Something really important to me, it was reading books, learning, and place my anxiety into studying something. Learning books that I actually like, of course. Like, I read this book that it was called Gratitude, and it was really important because for me, gratitude, it was the foundation of my healing journey. Because overthinking leads you to always feeling the lack of something. And if you're always feeling the lack of something, it's because you're not grateful for the things that you currently have in this moment. So I started practicing gratitude. I started saying every single morning, thank you. Thank you for being alive. Thank you for having this amazing life. Thank you for being able to live it the way I like it. Thank you for having this beautiful family. Thank you for having this beautiful phone. Thank you for having a job. Thank you for all the things that I have. Thank you for the situations that I am currently living, that I'm currently living with. Because those situations, because I know the worst situations that I lived, they were, they were the most powerful, growing, and amazing things that happened to me. Because if I didn't live those things, I wouldn't be the woman that I am today. So I'm really grateful for the woman that I am today. And I have a lot of things to improve. I know that, but I'm doing that. I'm trying to improve every single day. But from the foundation, from the moment that I understood that I am starting this improvement journey, being grateful. So I am not going to get things that I don't have. I am improving everything that I already have to maybe one day fulfilling all my dreams. Another thing that I did that is pretty related to the step one that I told you is to stop complaining about my life. And it's really related to being grateful. Because when you're always complaining about your life, it's like the universe is saying, okay, so you don't like your life. Okay. So I'm going to take things back to me. And you start complaining, and the universe, it is taking maybe things that you liked, but then you lose those things and you start crying. But baby, you didn't like those things. You were not grateful for those things. What would happen if I took them back? If you didn't like them? So when you're complaining every day, it's because you are not living in the moment. You're always living in your head. So when you're living in your head, when you live in your head and you don't pay attention to your real life, you will repel everything that you want. So being grateful again, it is the highest vibing of all. Maybe to start, for people that are starting this process, this journey, it is the highest vibing of all. There are a lot of emotions that are more high vibing, but for starting, it is the best one. Another thing that I did, it was finding a hobby, and I took it as a therapy. For example, the gym. I started to go to the gym with the goal to change my body. But in the middle of that, I understood that that was my place. And it was not a comfort zone because at the beginning it was pretty uncomfortable. It was really uncomfortable to me being surrounded by a lot of people that I didn't know, people that were like in a good shape, physically speaking, and mentally speaking too. And I understood that going to the gym, working on my body, working in the things that I didn't like, made me grow so much that it made my mind feel stronger. It was not just about body, it was about mind because I was working for the things that I wanted. I started working for that. I'm working really hard because right now I am in love with my body. I absolutely love every single piece of it. Even though it's not perfect because nobody's perfect. Maybe almost perfect, but not perfect 100%. And I really appreciated that because I hated my body. I hated it. But right now I am in another state of mind. So now I love every single part of me in general. I started therapy too, and that helped me a lot. So finding different types of therapy, it will lead you to heal everything that you are leading with. I started understanding anxiety and what represents that in my life. Instead of trying to delete anxiety, I started embracing it. I started letting me do things that my anxiety told me, like, okay, I listened to myself. I listen when my head said, I'm tired, or I don't want to do this today. And I listened to myself. But I started not just listening, but talking to me. Okay, you don't want to do this because you don't want to confront the people that you are going to cross in the street, the people that are going to be in the gym, or you don't want to do this because you're tired, because you have this desire to do something different today. So place yourself in this queen energy. I call it queen energy because you're here telling yourself what to do, but also listening to you. And you're living the life that you want the way you want it. Not because something is scaring you, not because something is putting you back, but because you want to do things and you desire to do them. I'm not saying that you have to force yourself to do things, but when you are having this moment that you don't want to go because of anxiety symptoms, you need to be more hard in those moments. You need to talk to yourself like, girl, you have to do this because you're fighting for something. You are working hard for something, and we are not going to throw away all of this work that we did. So you go and confront your fears, confront the things that you're scary, and do them anyways. Even though if you're scary, even though if you don't want to do them. Because life will not wait for you. Life is happening out there. Life is happening right now. What are you going to do? Be in your house and do nothing? Or live your life how you want it? Ask yourself things. Okay, what do I want? What do I want to do? Why do I want to do things? I want to do things because it is stereotypically okay, or because I want and desire that from the bottom of my heart. Listen to your heart, listen to your intuition. That is the most powerful that we have. Do you think that the most famous people in the world never feel or felt all of these things? Do you think that all of them never, never, ever sense any fear? Yes, of course they felt that, but they did the things anyways. They go out there and go and act, go and sing. Do you think that a singer, the 1 minute after going to the show, do you think that they are, oh my God, I'm just doing a job? No, you're going to sing for hundreds or millions or thousands of people. Of course, it's scary. But the most beautiful part of being scary is doing it anyways, because when you're in the moment, you're feeling amazing. When I go to the gym, maybe sometimes I don't want to do it, I feel amazing. And I get out of the gym feeling so strong, feeling so beautiful, feeling so amazing. Okay, to conclude everything that I said in this video, I want to tell you that the solution, it is not deleting anxiety. It is leading with anxiety and start embracing it. Pay attention what caused anxiety and start inhabiting anxiety. Feel anxiety, because when you try to stop that feeling, those symptoms, they will come more powerful. So feel them. Feelings are made to be felt. So feel them. Don't try to stop it. Just feel it. And the feeling is going to naturally go away. I am a really intuitive person, so sometimes anxiety warns me stuff. It is talking to me for some reason because I'm really connected to my intuition right now. So now I take it as a warning, as something positive. My best advice to you guys is start paying attention to your nervous system and use anxiety at your favor. I use anxiety for planning things, beautiful things, to study, and to create. So explode anxiety. Don't try to delay something that is, it could be really beautiful. So this is the end of the video. I hope you loved the video like I loved doing it. And if you feel related or you feel that somebody is going through this process or living with anxiety, you can share this video to them and maybe it can help them too. Love you guys.